All right, let's stick with AI here. Shares of AI cloud marketing company Zeta Global have soared more than 230% this year, far outperforming darlings like NVIDIA. For more on the state of AI and the novel ways companies are using the technology, let's bring in Zeta Global CEO David Steinberg. David, great to have you with us. You founded your company before AI was a buzzword,
yes,
which is the astonishing thing.
I joke, we founded our company 15 years ago. We pivoted it hard into the AI ecosystem 7 years ago, not to be confused with 7 months ago, where a lot of the guys have sort of come in.
So where is your advantage in using AI to sell ads and marketing versus other companies that have sort of been newer to the game?
Yeah, I think the difference is most of our competitors have built their algorithms outside of their platform. So if you have a marketing cloud, you have to step out of the platform to do a query. Then you have to go to a data ecosystem to get the data, go back to the query, make a decision, go back there. That latency destroys return on investment. 7 years ago, we re-architected our entire platform to put data and AI as native to the application layer. So we can make a decision in a millisecond, whereas our competitors have to make a decision in many seconds, 7 to 9 seconds. And it allows us to put more variables in to create better return on investment for our enterprise clients.
What does that mean in dollars and cents in terms of milliseconds versus seconds?
Yeah, so to put it in perspective, there was an independent study that said for every dollar an enterprise or an agency spends through the Zeta marketing platform, we return $5 to $7 in return versus our competitors that are $2 to $3.
Wow. What are you seeing right now just in general in the online ad market?
Well, I think we're seeing the advertising ecosystem grow. It should grow low double digits this year. And as we look at it, and we recently reaffirmed, I'm supposed to be careful here, recently reaffirmed our guidance for this quarter at a 35% organic growth rate. So feeling like we're obviously growing much faster than the market itself.
David, you and I met 7 years ago when you were still a private company, and you did describe the pivot that you just mentioned here into AI. And
I believe you told me I was crazy.
No, I think a lot of folks weren't really that focused on it unless you were some real tech nerd. So now, like your point is, there's been 7 months or 17 months. There's been a big sea change. Tomorrow you have Zeta Live. You have a murderer's row of like CEOs and CMOs and the like here. You guys are focused. What are they saying about the opportunities here? Because are they pivoting their businesses now?
Everybody is, yeah. So, I mean, when we look back 10 years from now, we're going to say that the renaissance moment, Dan, in AI was the launch of ChatGPT. Not because very large enterprises are using it yet, but because it was the moment that AI went from science fiction to boardroom conversation. And boards of directors are going to their CEOs and saying, what's the AI strategy? And they're going to the CXOs and saying, what's the AI strategy? And what we're doing tomorrow at Zeta Live is we're talking about how do you fulfill on it, right? So if you look at the promise of AI, one side of the trade is efficiency, one side of the trade is revenue growth. There are very few platforms that have delivered on even the first one, let alone both. We like to say at Zeta Global, we're able to deliver not just on efficiency in a meaningful way. We literally help our enterprise clients lower their cost to create and maintain customers by up to 50%. We're also helping to help them grow faster. And at Zeta Live, we're going to have a lot of people talking about how do you do that and how do you really action it.
David, great to have you with us. Hope you'll come by again.
Would love it. It's only a few blocks I walk.
Oh, perfect. See you tomorrow.